In this video, we are going to continue our quarterfinal prep and also get you some bonus points. All right, let's get started. On Monday, there were 22 chickens and 14 sheep in the field. I'm sorry, I also should have mentioned that we are going to be doing constructed responses here, meaning that we're going to be looking at the big multi-parts. All right, now let's get started. On Monday, there were 22 chickens and 14 sheep in the field. There were no other animals in the field. So it was chickens and sheep. What is the ratio of chickens to sheep in the field on Monday, which is the day that we're talking about up there? Express your ratio as a fraction in simplest form. Explain your reasoning. Enter your answer and explanation in the space provided. Okay, so we need a fraction. And since this says, if we notice, it's asking for the ratio of chickens to sheep, meaning the number of chickens needs to go first, which is 22. And then the number of sheep needs to go second, which is 14. So that's going to be 22 over 14. Now, this also says very, very important that this needs to be in simplest form. I need to think, what numbers can I divide both 22 and 14 by? And that is going to be, you guessed it, 2. So divide both terms by 2 and get 11 over 7. So I'm now going to make a restatement. The ratio of chickens to sheep in the field on Monday is 11 over 7. This is because, so that was my restated answer. Now let's do our explanation. This is because there are 22 chickens and 14 sheep, which is 22 over 14. To simplify, you divide both terms by 2 and get 11 over 7. Therefore, my response is 11 over 7. And that's it for part A. All right, let's keep going. For every 7 sheep in the field on Monday, how many chickens were in the field? So let's come back up here and get our original ratio, which is 22 chickens to 14 sheep. Wait, that's part B. We want part B. Whoops. All right, 22 chickens to 14 sheep. So we want to go to 7 sheep, so we need to divide by 2. 22 divided by 2 is 11. Actually, so we actually just already discovered this in the first part, but that's a coincidence. So, again, so to go from 7 sheep to 14, I'm sorry, from 14 sheep to 7 sheep, we divide by 2. So 22 chickens divided by 2 is 11 chickens. So for every 7 sheep, there are 11 chickens. Because 22 chicken, 14 sheep divided by 2 gives us 7 sheep. 22 chickens divided by 2 is 11 chickens. Therefore, my response, 11. All right. Let's move on now to part C. The ratio of 7 to 18 can be used to describe the relationship between the animals in the field on Monday. What relationship does this describe? Okay. So we know here, so let's kind of make some different ratios here to figure out what we need. We know our ratio of chickens to sheep is 11 to 7. So number of chickens is 11, number of sheep is 7. But I'm not seeing anything that has to do with an 18. So I know that my 7 is going to be the number of sheep. So the ratio describes the number of sheep to, and I'm not completely sure what that 18 is, but what I do know is that 11 and 7 does make 18. So the ratio describes the number of sheep to the total number of animals. This is because the ratio of chicken to sheep is 11 to 7. This means that there is 18 total animals. And then the 7 would represent the number of sheep. Okay, so yeah, that was a little confusing because again, we don't completely know what that 18 means, but we do know that 7 is the number of sheep. And then since 18 is not the number of sheep or chicken, we can assume that that is the total, in which it is 11 and 7 is 18. All right. On Tuesday, there were 4 more sheep in the field. So on Monday, there were 22 chickens and 14 sheep in the field. But now that means there's going to be 22 chickens to 18 sheep. Because again, originally there were 14 sheep, but now there's 4 more, so now there's 18 sheep. Write a ratio to describe the relationship between the number of sheep and the total number of animals in the field on Tuesday. Okay, so the ratio of the number of sheep to the total is, we know that there's 18 sheep, and then 22 to 18 would be 40. This is because since there are 4 more sheep, there are now 18 sheep. And 18 sheep plus 22 chickens equals 40. Therefore, my response is 18 to 40. And notice this doesn't say to simplify or write it a certain way, so I can just leave it just like that. All right, so that is our first constructed response. Now let's look at the second constructed response. A student has 45 tickets to use at a carnival. The number of tickets needed to go on some rides and play some games is shown below. So we have ball throw, bumper cars, which we don't know how many tickets, Ferris wheel, ring toss, and roller coaster. The student played 1 game of ring toss and rode the bumper cars 1 time. She used a total of 8 tickets for these 2 activities. Write an equation that can be used to find T, the number of tickets needed to ride the bumper cars. Okay, so we played ring toss, which is 2 tickets. And we played bumper cars, which is T. And then we spent a total of 8 tickets. So that means my equation to find the number for the bumper cars, I spelled that wrong, would be 2 plus T equals 8. Let's put this in erase. My equation is 2 plus T equals 8. This is because the ring toss cost 2 tickets plus the T for the bumper cars equals a total of 8. Therefore, my response is 2 plus t equals 8. All right. Solve the equation you wrote in part A to find t, the number of tickets needed to ride the bumper car. So I wrote the equation 2 plus t equals 8. And now I know, since I am adding, I will undo with subtraction. All right, so 2 plus t equals 8. 8 minus 2 is going to equal 6. Because again, if I'm adding 2, I'm going to undo it by subtracting 2. So the bumper cars cost 6 tickets. This is because to undo the plus 2, we need to minus 2. 8 minus 2 equals 6. Therefore, my response is t equals 6. All right, let's keep going. The student used a total of 32 tickets for rides on the roller coaster. How many times did she ride the roller coaster? All right, so let's take a look. Roller coaster cost 8 tickets. For one ride, but we spent 32 tickets. So I need to think, how did I go from 8 to 32? And that is times 4. So one ride times 4 would be 4 rides. So she rode the roller coaster 4 times. This is because one ride cost 8 tickets, and 8 times 4 is 32 tickets. Therefore, my response is 4 times. All right, last part. The student used 40 of her 45 tickets. In order to play one ring toss game and ride the roller coaster one time, she needed to purchase additional tickets to use with the tickets she had left. The student spent $2.50 on the additional tickets she needed. What is the cost of each individual ticket? Okay, there is a lot going on here. So first off, she used 40 of the 45 tickets. So that means that she has 5 tickets left. Now it says she played ring toss and rode the roller coaster. So let's figure out how many tickets that cost. Ring toss cost 2, roller coaster cost 8, so that is 10 tickets. She spent 10 tickets. All right, now, so this means she bought 5 tickets. $2.50 divided by 5 tickets. If I did out that math, would be 50 cents per ticket. Okay. I'm not going to put this into a race statement because honestly, this is enough of an explanation. So again, she had 5 tickets left because she used 40 of her 45 tickets. She played ring toss and the roller coaster one time. So she spent 8 tickets on the roller coaster, 2 tickets on ring toss. So she needed 10 tickets. She already bought 5, so she already had 5, so she needed to buy 5 more. She spent $2.50 on those tickets. $2.50 divided by 5 tickets is 50 cents per ticket. All right, so that is going to bring us to the end. Again, if you completed this, you will get some nice bonus points on some assignments. For now, we are going to sign off, and I will see you guys soon. All right, bye, guys.